There is nothing to disclaim. The file says 18 plus. That is sufficiently claimed. Hello, everybody, and welcome to, what's this called?
Wrestle time.
Wrestle time? It's been so long, I completely forgot.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I did a skit.
Yeah, and I fed right into it.
You sure did.
Call me
I
a fish.
am Nick. This is Wrestle time. It's
And
been a very long time.
It has been.
It's Wrestle very long time.
I'm James. I'm the guy that fed right into that bit. Oh, hook, line, and sinker.
I'm a fisherman.
That's why I said I was a fish.
Yeah.
Because I got hooked.
You're a fish.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. I'm fairly certain I'm on the verge of death.
Why?
A lot of kids at school actually have been going home with fever. So, not Bieber. I know you were thinking
I hate that fever.
I know you were thinking it.
Yeah, I've had that before. It's horrible. The chills, the shits.
You'll never get rid of it.
You can't. My hair started growing.
So yeah, forgive me if I don't know. Just forgive me.
Forgive me, I'm eating tacos.
Well, nachos. Which, I mean, it's in the same family, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mexican.
Actually, I don't think they're Mexican. I think they were created in California.
According to your peaks, you're talking very low, sir.
I am.
You were talking very sheepishly.
Well, we're talking about Mexican dishes, so I had to use my NPR voice.
Newport Richie?
It's our Newport Richie voice. You jackass. You uncultured motherfucker.
Your Newport Richie voice would just be, I'm a hooker! I work in Newport Richie. There's hookers everywhere in that fucking town.
Shattered teeth.
Yep.
Getting a blowjob from a shark.
Shark boy. He doesn't have a job
Shark.
anymore.
Hey, look, a segue into wrestling.
Woo!
So, yeah. We haven't done the show in a while.
It's been like 2 or 3 weeks.
It's been about a month. Because it was 2 NFW shows ago.
It's
at
true.
least.
I apologize to all our legions of fans.
It's been about a month. Yeah, the only one that I know of is my brother. The only person who's ever asked about it.
Yeah. Dave doesn't even ask about it from KocoSports.com.
Well, to be fair,
KocoSports.com.
Dave has other things on his mind at this point. Sorry.
Just ruined my plug.
Sorry.
Yeah, he does have.
He's got other things on his mind right now.
Disastrous things.
Right. I totally forgot about that. I forgot that he lived in Japan until you mentioned it.
Was that distasteful?
What?
When I said disastrous things?
No, I thought you were being specific.
No.
I mean, if you're doing it to be a joke, then make a joke. Then I guess it's distasteful, but...
Well, then, we won't say it was a joke, then.
All right, well... And in all seriousness, I know you've talked to Coco. Hopefully everything's okay, and...
He's okay.
With him and friends and family and stuff.
Yeah.
So...
He's alright.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, no, he said, there's very... Trying to think of the word. Conflicting news reports. One news report says everybody's going to die in 6 hours. One news report says everything's okay. And the next news report's about Godzilla. So, the third one, he wasn't watching the news. It was a movie.
Have you seen the original Godzilla?
No.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen documentaries about monster movies and horror movies and stuff that talk about it, and it's really
bad.
It's not it's not bad. It's really serious. The first one is a parable about parable. I don't know. Basically,
none of these uncouth bastards know vocabulary.
Well, it's not really a parable, but it's a metaphor. That's what I mean. It's a metaphor.
Okay.
It's a metaphor for nuclear.
Metaphor for?
Metaphor for. It's a metaphor for the nuclear, the fear of
doom,
the impending doom, and all that stuff, and
2012
the horrors of Nagasaki and Hiroshima and stuff like that.
So it's like 2012.
Huh?
Like 2012 stuff.
No, because this was more
real.
Not even that. Well, yeah, I guess so, but it's more. I don't know. It was there's scenes of a woman telling her kids to. At least I had heard about it. There's a scene in the movie where she's like telling her kids to not cry and don't worry as Godzilla crushes them.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, there's like there's some pretty graphic scenes in it. I mean, especially for that time.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly horrific and.
Did you ever see the one with Matthew Broderick?
Full of despair, which is also horrific and full of despair. The Matthew Broderick one.
I agree. They were like velociraptors.
That movie was horrible. That movie would have been good if it wasn't called Godzilla.
Actually, hey, folks, welcome to Movie Time.
2 things.
Sorry.
We really should do a Movie Time podcast.
Yeah.
I'd love to do one.
It would just be about Mighty Ducks 2.
Mighty Ducks 2 and Ghostbusters. And Evil
like
Dead and
it.
Hudson Hawk and a few things sprinkled in there. But anyway, no, Ghostbusters shit. Godzilla, the remake, would have been good if it wasn't called Godzilla, and if they didn't kill Godzilla the same way they were killing him for the beginning of the movie.
So, my theory on G.I. Joe's then, too.
No, G.I. Joe was fucking horrible. I couldn't even finish it. Oh my god, how bad. Even as a movie, that was fucking terrible.
Speaking of terrible, wrestling.
Oh yeah. The G.I. Joe of the wrestling world, TNA, had their big debacle this weekend, and I'll let you explain it because I'm taking a drink of my drink.
A drink of your drink. How redundant. So I guess Jeff Hardy was Scott Halling it up in the back. And I don't know what the hell he was on, but he came out and you could just clearly see that he was debaucheried up.
Debaucheried up.
Yeah, this is why you talk, and I just.
Honestly, I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time on it just because I'm every.
Let's take as much time as the match was.
Yeah, there we go. There's nothing to say. Everybody said 1,000 things about it. Everybody's already kind of expressed their opinion on it. No one thinks it's good. No one. I don't know. It's just fucking not surprising in any way. I barely watched it. You kept yelling at me because I kept skipping through the YouTube link.
Well, I wanted to watch him pretend to throw his shirt to the crowd for 45 minutes.
I don't. I don't want to watch TNA any longer than I fucking have to. We only watched it so we could talk about it. Yeah. I had read about it, and I'd heard about it, and I saw the comments about it from Joey Styles and some of the other guys on Twitter and stuff, because I've been checking Twitter like a fucking fiend these past couple days.
Like a Jeff Hardy?
Like, yeah.
Get it?
I got it. It's funny.
He's going to jail.
Yeah. Actually, his court hearing got pushed back. Then he's still going to go to jail. He's probably going to die. How great would that be?
Oh my God! What?
How great would it be if Jeff Hardy just fucking died? It'd be awesome. Jeff Hardy, if you're listening to this, die. You know what? I know we recorded a disclaimer thing before. I'm gonna I'll do a new one. I'm serious. Jeff Hardy, do as many drugs as you possibly can. This is my Coco rant, by the way.
Okay.
Do as many drugs as you possibly can of your own volitions, because I don't want to get arrested for it. Do as many drugs as you possibly can and fucking die. I hope you don't wake up tomorrow. I really honestly hope you don't. Not because you did anything bad to me, and I didn't watch Victory Road. I didn't pay for Victory Road. I wouldn't have even gone to Victory Road, and I live a fucking hour away. I could have saw it for free.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to because it's fucking TNA. Seriously. Just die. Just get it over with. Give your brother something else to cry about for 6 more goddamn years. Aside from the fact that they closed down his Krispy Kremes.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. The Umaga of TNA. What a fat dreadlock motherfucker. Talking about Matt now.
I know, but like the Umaga TNA, that's a horrible, horrible thing. It's like,
well, if that's true, then hopefully he'll die too.
Oh, I heard he had a good match with AJ Styles.
Umaga?
No. He's dead.
Yeah, he is.
That's why we're laughing.
Jeff, eh?
Yeah? People fucking think you're famous.
Yeah.
Famous people always become more famous when they're dead.
People will call your brother you.
I think they already do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I kind of hope he dies too, but anyway.
I really do. Can I get in trouble for it? If he dies? I didn't say
on murder.
I didn't say, well, I mean, because there's like the internet bullying and stuff. Like Jeff Hardy's gonna listen, but even still, I don't want anybody like. I don't want Nancy Grace to be like, this guy went online and told Jeff Hardy to kill himself, and that's just wrong.
That's a pretty good Nancy Grace.
They still haven't found that bitch that fell off that boat. Fucking hate Nancy Grace. You know what, Nancy Grace? I hope you fucking die too. I hope you and Jeff Hardy and fucking Jimmy Fallon get in a big goddamn bender and just suck and fuck with cocaine coming out of every goddamn hole, and you all just have the biggest heart attack. I hope John Belushi comes back out of his grave and shows you how to have a fucking heart attack. And then comes back to life. I miss John Belushi.
I just dropped nachos on my white shorts. Anyway.
I'm calling it.
Suck and fuck.
If Jimmy Fallon, Nancy Grace, and Jeff Hardy all die in one night, I'll be a happy man.
I wish Chris Benoit was still alive to kill all three of them.
Hey, you know who died?
He's fucking crazy. He's got blue eyes. Sorry.
Alfred from the original Batman movies.
I thought you were going to say Alf. I was going to freak
Alf.
the fuck out. No!
Speaking
the
of
cat
Belushi.
finally got him. It finally fucking rose up.
What the hell is... What the hell is this planet called? Melmac? Is that
Melmac.
Right? Melmac?
No, and he ate cats. He was a real man. The motherfucker ate raw pussy.
But anyway, yeah, Alfred from the Batman. He died.
Barely talked about wrestling. And I'm already in tears. Mostly because I'm out of nachos.
Yeah, that's something to cry about.
I don't know.
I don't fucking Victor. Who cares?
Fuck it.
Who gives a
Who
shit?
else do we want to
no
die?
One, no
Fuck
one
this
fucking,
podcast.
No one cares. Deathcast.
I don't want this podcast to die.
Death time. It's murder time.
Saddle up. We're gonna kill you. Chris Benoit. His son should have tapped out. Technically, he did.
Cross-faced chicken wings and tap water.
Tap water.
That's so goddamn funny.
Still funny. Did you ever see the 3-pack on eBay?
The joke that keeps on giving. The what?
The Treacherous Trios 3-pack on eBay. No. It's a Chris Benoit figure, Nancy, and then like a little fucking kid. It's supposed to be Daniel. This is a Treacherous Trios 3-pack.
Does it come with a little weight bar thing?
I think it did come
and 2 Bibles.
Bibles. I think it did come with accessories.
That's so funny.
So funny.
I'll look for that and I'll put it on the on the blog.
Yeah. Oh, we have a blog?
We do have a blog. Our blog is itswrestletime.blogspot.com.
And I think it's a blog, not a brog, as Nick
It's a
just
brag.
referred to it.
It's a brag. Welcome to the WrestleTime brag.
Yay, a brog.
It's WrestleTime.blogspot.com.
Hey.
And while you were there, you can email us.
Hey, I was just going to say, if we have offended you at all.
Oh, yeah. Well, probably not. Jeff Hardy, if you can get your disgusting, fat, drug-taking fingers, and you can manage to wipe off all that coke off your fingers and manage to actually type shit into your keyboard, you can send us an email, you drunken piece of shit. Drunken, stoned, fucking goddamn it. You know what? I didn't hate Jeff Hardy until we started doing this podcast. Like, I didn't
Just
care.
now?
Just now. Like, literally, now I have a burning hatred for Jeff Hardy. I don't even know why. Like, I've seen trash people before. I don't
know. I started hating Jeff Hardy when I realized girls like him more than me.
That caught me off guard.
I know. Every time I take my shirt off, nobody's like, woo! People are just like, oh my god.
It's smiling.
His nipple hit me in the eye. Don't get so close to my nipples.
Oh, why does that man have a cactus on his chest? I made that one up.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was.
Did you just call me
It's delirium, pal. I'm dying.
prickly? I don't. Am I prickly?
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow dead, so I'm not gonna wake up at all. All this hatred that I'm directing towards Jeff Hardy, and I'm gonna be the one that dies.
This is a horrible podcast.
With Jimmy Fallon and Nancy Grace by my side.
Sucking a fucking cocaine out of every orifice in your body.
Oh, good lord. So yeah, WWE. The Rock's back.
I don't
This
understand
is a
how
horrible podcast.
Yeah, I don't understand how the hype for Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole is the greatest thing going into WrestleMania.
I can't express how much of Raw I truly hated. just from the Brian.
Does SmackDown still exist?
I don't even know. I watched it.
Did you?
But nothing happened.
I don't know. The whole Grandmaster Sexay thing on Raw was fucking...
It went on so long.
It did, but he was so winded from dancing. It turned into a fucking, like, pornographic phone call. You know why I never used the name?
And then he said it like 3 times just to make sure they get the right audio clip.
Yeah.
When they do the different packages for it.
Oh.
Good Lord, that went on way too long. I felt so uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that white boy's got swag. Did you see his... He still has the dance moves, I'll tell you what.
At what cost, though?
He hasn't missed
Jesus,
his
he sounded
steps,
like
sir.
a fucking water buffalo in heat when
he
he got
was
on that
sweating
fucking...
gravy.
Jesus Christ. And then JR came out for what... They really should have done that, like, next week. I don't know why they did it in the same little package. Which JR legitimately got injured from that.
Did he?
He has, like, stretched ligaments in his ankles. He had to, like, go to the doctor and shit.
Cole's the most dangerous man alive.
Yeah, apparently.
Fuck you, Ken Shamrock.
But if they stretched his ligaments, like, I wonder... They should have done it to his face.
Oh.
Stretched ligaments in his face and he could use his jaw.
So that he wouldn't look grotesque and could be back on TV. Yeah. My grandmother had a stroke.
Gargoyle.
She doesn't look like Jim Ross, though.
But she loves barbecue sauce.
Well, yeah, who doesn't?
It's a side effect of
having a stroke.
Barbecue sauce!
Ribs! Oh, I want ribs. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. The whole, like, him sitting in, like, a plexiglass
It's
cube.
funny, but I don't know. At what cost, really? I mean, it's just...
What do you mean at what cost? Who else could... Whose WrestleMania spot are they really taking?
No one. This is a horrible WrestleMania. As evidenced by the fact that fucking Snooki is at a WrestleMania
Snooki
match.
Mania.
Good Lord.
Now, some people would say that
what
WWE...
a troll of a woman, by the way.
Some people are saying that WWE is stealing from TNA now because TNA had 2 Jersey Shore stars on.
Right. JWoww and Angelina. I hate that I know that. I read that earlier today. No, not in the slightest.
And why can't Zack Ryder team with Snooki?
Did you see this? Did you see that horrible little?
No, I missed it.
Zack Ryder came up and he's like, "Hey, check out this situation." She points, she's like, "Yeah," and walked away. And like kept talking to that man.
Weird.
What is it, Eva Torres?
Oh,
the dude.
Yeah, that's weird. You would think they would have done more.
Yeah, no, because then they would have had to have given Zack Ryder a spot on Raw.
Oh, his YouTube videos are awesome.
I haven't watched any yet.
It's like Long Island True Story.
The Long Island IZ.
Yep. I love that guy.
I will eventually.
I want to have sex with him.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking Snooki at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
What is it? Snooki, Trish Stratus, and John Morrison versus Dolph
and Lay Cool.
Cool.
We were almost in unison for that entire match.
Yeah.
And that little call. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
We're like the Rockettes. I don't know if the Rockettes did anything in unison as far as like talking. I think they just danced.
Yeah, I don't think the Rockettes know how to talk.
I don't know.
I think to become a Rockette, you have to have your vocal cords cut.
Do they have Rockettes anymore?
I don't know.
I think so, because I think they had like a Rockettes Christmas Spectacular. What the fuck is this podcast about?
I don't know. This is dumb.
This is dumb.
This is dumb.
Wrestling is dumb. Fucking that Rock promo. Oh my Lord.
I missed it.
They put a fucking score behind it.
What do you mean?
They did a little stupid promo where he's talking to like a 5-year-old dressed up like John Cena.
Okay.
And it wasn't entertaining at all. It was really stupid.
Okay.
But then he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Where was I?" And he cuts the Rock looks directly in the camera and cuts this promo about the Miz. I'm like, "You don't make fun of my family. I'm rah, 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 rah. I'm the Rock. I make bad movies." But as he was talking, like, there's this, like, orchestral... Well, not really orchestral, because it was just Jim Johnston on a keyboard. But it was like, dun, dun... Like, there's a score behind, and when he's like, "Okay, you stupid, slack-jawed idiot fans, this is supposed to be serious." But it wasn't like a WWE recap package. Like, it was actually, well, it was supposed to have been actually happening. It was supposed to be live. Obviously, it was pre-taped because it's The Rock, and everything's pre-taped with The Rock now. But there's a fucking score behind it. It was just as stupid as hearing Kane's thoughts in the arena. For the May 19th, you don't remember that?
No.
For May 19th, Kane having his inner monologue, and you can hear it. Just as stupid as that.
Yeah. Me and Dave and Swift went and saw that movie in the movie theater.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Oh, God. He masturbates.
I knew you were going to bring that up. Everybody brings that up. They don't bring up any other point of the movie, except the fact that Kane looks through some glass and jerks off.
Well, that, and the other part was, he's, running through walls and, kicking down doors and, they all hide in one room, and to stop Kane from getting in, they just lock the door. And he shakes the doorknob, and he's like, "Oh, I guess nobody's in here," and he fucking walks away.
See, that's my kind of movie.
Yeah, we should watch it. We should watch that now.
Oh, that reminds me. Netflix has a shitload of
I
WWE
heard
stuff.
I just
the WrestleMania thing
I apologize.
is on there. It's a 3-hour documentary, the true life or true story of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know.
And so is the Bobby Heenan thing, which I haven't watched Bobby Heenan yet.
They put a bunch of content on.
Mm-hmm.
We could watch that, or we could watch... Yeah, you farted too. Oh, my mouth was open, sir. It's fart time!
It's documented. Farfignugan time. I haven't called it Farfignugan since 6.
Farfignugan? Who says that? This is a horrible podcast.
Germans.
Oh, we're already 20 minutes in.
Deutsch time. Oh, I'm glad we're making ourselves laugh.
This is the dumbest podcast.
No one's gonna
ever.
give a damn. I hope you like this, Danny only.
What do you think, Nick's brother? You don't have a name. I don't know your name.
Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Adam.
Just keep saying it. Hey, Adam. I farted.
Those are name drops for the week. Adam and Danny only.
Danny only, the only two people that listen to this.
That's true. I mean, it would help if we actually did this, in a reasonable time. Taking a month off for no real reason.
We had reason.
To be honest, I mean, even I was thinking about it. What happened in that month? There's stuff to talk, ooh, The Rock came back, and they're doing that, Triple H versus Undertaker, but it's what the fuck can you say about that? Who gives a goddamn? Undertaker's gonna win at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell is gonna happen with Rock, John Cena, and Miz, it doesn't fucking matter.
I hope they're gonna put the Miz and The Rock and Cena in a 3-way. Miz goes over and becomes the new Chris Jericho, talking about how he beat John Cena and The Rock in one night.
I just want Jericho to come back.
He's on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, because that's the same.
It is.
It's not.
I mean, wrestling's not ballet, but it's...
yeah. What I think is going to happen, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I think is going to happen is...
It doesn't really matter what I
think. It doesn't matter, but I think Rock's going to special guest referee, or somehow get involved. Miz wins the belt, and then Rock versus Cena at the next pay-per-view.
Do you think he'll ref?
Or no, I think he might make Cena win the belt. I don't know.
You think he'll
ref from?
You think he'll ref from a pre-tape?
Yeah.
He'll ref the match.
There's going to be a TV screen
Titantron
that comes in.
The Geritron 5000 comes down.
Comes down and taps on the mat.
You can't see what he's doing, but he just looked like he was giving himself head.
Yeah,
he was just yeah.
I'm pantomiming.
Yeah, pantomiming
Nancy Grace
stuff.
giving me head.
Yeah, suck and fuck.
Yeah, suck and fuck. Suck and fuck with cocaine coming out your ear holes.
So that TNA pay-per-view was fucking god-awful atrocious.
What, are we cutting everything out up until that point? We're just going to start this TNA thing?
No, I just thought about it. It's just from what I read and from what I heard and stuff, the crowd just didn't seem to care. Kazarian won the big Ultimate X match, and the fucking crowd was just oh, that's it.
Because it's TNA. What? Fucking not. What? Celine Dion could come down on fire, and no one would give a shit. I said Celine Dion because Dixie Carter looks like Celine Dion.
I was gonna say that was a weird reference.
I don't know.
Is she singing "My Heart Will Go On"?
I hate Celine Dion too. Celine Dion, Jimmy Fallon, Jeff Hardy, and Nancy Grace. The list will keep on growing.
That's weird. I don't have a list of
but
people
yeah,
I want to buy.
And we talked about this when the podcast wasn't recording. just kind of discussing how we're different from other people. There's a guy on YouTube, and it's like this random Asian guy who doesn't have a haircut. Like, he has hair in his face. And he doesn't brush it away.
Haircut?
But like, I've showed you the guy. Like, he's got hair like right in his face.
Okay.
Like right at the bottom of his eyes. Like, it serves no purpose. I mean, unless he constantly wants to feel like he's peeking through fences. I don't understand.
That's probably his haircut, though. He has a haircut. It's just that.
He needs to keep going. I mean, what the fuck is this? Like, this isn't a video cut podcast, but like, put your hands over your eyes and like, kind of open them a little bit, open your fingers a little bit. Like, that's what this guy's got to see.
Like Josh Rain?
Like, he's constantly watching a horror movie. Like, he doesn't want to be scared.
My mom does that.
But and he talks in the weirdest voice.
He does have a very good announcer's voice.
No, he doesn't really, because he mispronounces words. He's really dumb. Like, I think the guy, he's like 15, I don't know, and he records it in like his mom's...
I know,
mom's
yeah,
basement or something.
I
don't know who he is.
Now.
He's on the. Chances are he's on the side panel. If you're watching this on YouTube, which if you are, congratulations for staring at a graphic. But
it's true.
On the right hand side, like, he's in those videos a lot.
Why does that Mongoloid show up?
Because I guess he uses the same tags that we do. I mean, you type in WWE TNA ECW podcast, fucking, I'm sure that comes up. That and some guy with 9 necks will come up and talk about wrestling, but he's screaming like, you shouldn't do this, and this is you're giving away free matches, and that, like, just saying all kinds of really stupid shit. He's really mean. He really hates wrestling, and like, you're just wondering why the fuck the guy's watching it. And every time I watch, I'm like, man, I'm glad our podcast isn't like that. But it really is. Like, I shit all over wrestling every time we talk about it.
Yeah, you do.
Except when I'm like, hey, you remember when Gangrel came out? Like, and I can't even say, like, remember when Gangrel won this belt? Or remember when Gangrel did this really awesome thing? Because it never happened. Gangrel never did anything awesome. He came out, and that's it.
Yeah.
No,
Wait, you hate wrestling.
No, Gangrel's never... He's my favorite wrestler, and I can't tell you anything that the guy's done.
Yeah.
Except one time he cut his sleeves off his shirt, and we saw his tattoos when he tag teamed with his wife for a little while.
He directs porn now.
Yeah. Every time I bring Gangrel up, you tell me that.
I know.
I know he directs porn.
I was just trying to give you, like, cliff notes on what he does.
I know what he does. He eats Twinkies and directs porn.
Lives in Hudson.
And apparently is really mean.
I don't know if he's really mean.
Somebody told me he was really mean.
I don't know. Josh Masters has an old pair of his tights.
Or his kids are mean or something.
Josh Masters has an old pair of his tights.
Josh Masters needs to give me those tights. Oh, my friend commented on my Facebook.
I don't. I enjoy wrestling. I just don't enjoy mainstream wrestling.
You sound like the biggest dick for saying that.
I don't care. It's true. You should listen to this band that I listen to that nobody else listens to. It's so exclusive. They haven't even made music.
Just talking about it.
Yeah, and I made them up. But no, it's true. Like, mainstream wrestling is just boring.
But
it's
like
the same people thrown in your face over and over again.
So, but when you say you like wrestling, but not mainstream wrestling, you're talking about like Chikara and PWG and Ring of Honor and stuff like that, right?
That's not mainstream wrestling.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
The
stuff that you like
yes.
is Chikara and PWG and Ring of Honor.
PWG.
You're not
Chikara.
Talking about just some random indie fed down here in Florida.
No.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, really?
Yeah.
No. There are aspects of it that are good, but
yeah.
We're getting out of that minefield. Anyway,
yeah, that was loaded. I love you guys.
Woo!
Anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
Owl fight.
Alpha fight. I just think, like, if given the chance, I think Ring of Honor could their ROH on HDNet. I think if they could bring it over to a more mainstream station instead of HDNet, I think they could easily raise the bar for wrestling in the public's eye.
See, you're gonna kind of be... I think you might be confused by this or give you some weird look. Ring of Honor, to me, has a certain pomposity about them.
Okay.
They just seem like the
When you
internet...
say pomposity, that's one of Scott Snyder's nicknames, right?
I don't even know.
It sounds like one, like Big Papa Pump and the pomposity.
No. They seem kind of snobbish. Like, we're the great wrestlers, and like wrestling is an art form, and it's just like when I see Ring of Honor, I don't think of fun the same way that I think of like PWG and Chikara. Which, I mean, you don't have to associate fun with wrestling to watch it. Personally, for me, I watch wrestling because it's fun. It's fun for me anyway.
Yeah, but
and Ring of Honor just seems just as stupid as it may sound about professional wrestling to say that it's too serious. It's too fucking serious. Like, just everything that they show about it.
I can see what you're. I can see what you're saying that, but at the same time, when you're trying to give off professionalism, and their whole thing is like, we're the real wrestling product, and they're serious because they want to get known for being the guys with the drive and the guys with the determination and the the underdog. And
but see, for me, that's not entertaining and not. Again, this is just me, but that's just not appealing.
But it's not everybody that's like that in Ring of Honor.
But that's the only people that I see, and everybody that I see come out of Ring of Honor have that about them.
Guys like that, like Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, like the American Wolves are like that. And but then you got your guys like Rhett Titus and Kenny King, who are like the cocky, arrogant. Well, now I think they're babyface now, but and then you have like the Kings of Wrestling, like Claudio and Hero, who aren't all like oh, we're wrestlers and we're they're just kind of like, we're the tag champs and we're the best fucking thing going. And I mean, you have your elements of, I mean, they have cool stuff going on too. Like they had like the top prospect tournament, which is like the young guys on the roster, almost like they're young lions, I guess. I just pantomimed quote marks. They're young lions, I guess, if you will. Yeah. And that's like a really good tournament going on. And now they have like Steve Carino is feuding with this new guy called Michael Bennett, who came in with like a whole bunch of hype. He was the prodigy Michael Bennett, and he was supposed to be like the big fucking thing coming in. And I mean, his performances have been all right. They're not like anything super fantastic, but Carino's cutting really good promos about that. And I guess because they're almost at the end of their contract with HDNet, I think.
I honestly thought it ran out.
So maybe
that shows you how much I've been paying attention to it.
But like they've been loading their shows lately. Like they just had a 4-way with Jay Briscoe, El Generico, Homicide, and Roderick Strong. Like that's like an all-star.
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
That's an all-star 4-way.
See, I have the worst cable in the world. So
yeah, we don't have.
Fucking Bright House is the worst cable I've ever had.
Don't let this get around, but I think you can go to KocoSports.net, which is our message board, and in the members section, I think we have somebody. I think he's the Hamburglar. Actually, puts up our content. So I think you can watch it on KocoSports.net, which is our message board.
I could, but I could also watch, old school ECW and old school Chikara and stuff.
Which is what
if
we're
I went
going to do.
if I went online, and I don't.
Right.
I mean, I could. Like I always say that. Oh, I can't wait for WWE 24/7. I can't wait for WWE Classics. I can get everything that I want.
Oh yeah.
Everything that I want.
Yeah.
And it'll take 20 gigs, if that.
Yeah.
And I'll never have to download anything ever again.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
Because I just don't care to look. Yeah. So, and another thing is, I don't like watching wrestling alone. It's boring.
Yeah, I can't really.
It's not fun. I mean, the whole idea of wrestling for me is I can do that. I'll especially now that I have a phone that can actually do shit. I'll sit and I'll play Angry Birds, or I'll look through Twitters and stuff. That's what I did. That's how I actually got through Raw and SmackDown, just to slog through. Like, God damn it, I didn't even care. And shit would pop up, and I'd look at Twitter and be like, and they'd mention stuff that was happening, so I would purposefully look for those segments that they were talking about on Twitter.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't like watching it by myself, because so much of wrestling for me is sitting around a table, you're sitting on a couch, watching wrestling and making fun of all the stupid shit and marking out for just the crazy stupid shit.
Yeah. I remember when you first moved to Florida, we watched a Chikara show. And yeah, when you first moved here, we watched the Chikara show, and it was like a fucking, I don't remember what it was. It might have been a 6-man tag, or it might have been one of them crazy Chikara like 4-team tag matches. Like the fucking match was crazy. I can't remember. I wish I remember what match it was now. But like shit was just going on left and right, left and right.
Are you talking about the match? You're talking when I first came down this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was Ice Cream's the Super Smash Brothers 3.0 and Colony.
Was it Colony?
Colony was it may not have been 3.0.
It might. No, I think it might have been Fist.
It might have been
Taylor
Fist.
and it might have been Taylor and.
I can picture it was the Ohio show, wasn't it?
I think.
Or the Michigan show?
Yeah, it might have been.
I don't know.
I just remember you.
But
laughing.
I remember that.
I remember you laughing, and I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" And you're like, "I'm not used to watching good wrestling." Like apparently that's funny to you.
Right?
But
yeah.
Like I just.
Because I had just been watching the only shit that I would watch. I would go to my friend's house and we would watch
Raw.
We'd watch Raw and we'd watch the pay-per-views. We wouldn't even watch SmackDown.
Right.
And it was just fucking. Both of us would fall asleep. Me and Eric would fall asleep on the couch.
Cuddling?
Not always.
Oh.
Depends. Watching Raw. Because just the stupidest shit would happen. But our highlight of the night was when Santino came out. Which, I mean, is still true to this day. It just doesn't happen that much.
Yeah.
Santino is really the only reason that I watch Raw.
Yeah.
He really is, because it's fucking hilarious.
I wish I could say that about Zack Ryder.
He's not on Raw. Except when Snooki touches his things.
Belly button, his boob spot.
Touching his little packs of boobies.
Yeah.
It's bottom boobies.
I don't know. Wrestling is... That's an acquired taste, I guess.
I don't know. I don't want to be Mr. My hair's in my eyes.
Right.
But it's just not. I don't know. We really should not be doing a wrestling podcast.
No.
We really should. Because there's a lot. I like a lot more movies than I do wrestling.
I don't watch enough movies, though.
No, you don't.
I have my playlist.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks and Piranha 3D, and the only reason we can do that is because we've both seen it together.
Yep. We did see that together.
What a good movie.
Yeah, what a good movie. Speaking of good movies.
What a good
The
movie.
Chaperone. No, I'm just kidding. Let's watch it.
I watched the Big Show thing. I don't know if we've talked about
The documentary?
I don't know if it happened.
No.
I don't know. Pretty decent. It, like I told you, it was basically just an hour-long expose that you would find on like an old episode of Confidential.
Yeah.
But it was pretty neat. For free, it was definitely good. I didn't have to waste an actual disc rental on it.
Right.
So, I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm looking forward to watching. I added a bunch more on my queue. The top 50 stars.
Okay.
Which I'm sure is going to have, like, Gangrel and Road Dogg and Reno and fucking...
Above average Mike Sanders. Mark Jindrak.
I peed next to Mike Sanders.
Yeah. I peed next to Samoa Joe.
I peed next to Tommy Dreamer, too, and he shook my hand. And his hand was wet because he washed his hands. He's not that extreme.
Nah.
He's the innovator of violence, but he's also the innovator of hygiene.
Yep. I could see that about him, especially when he eats like urinal cakes and stuff. What a dumb gimmick.
What a stupid gimmick.
So I was skimming through the old ECW on TNNs.
Mm-hmm. Which we're going to watch.
Yeah, we're going to watch them. But
I'm going to turn the air on. It's fucking hot in here.
Tommy Dreamer, when the Dudleys were going to go to the Fed, and he challenged them for the belts by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Raven came out.
Right.
That was a cool moment.
Spoilers.
Yeah. It was a cool moment.
It was a cool moment. I really liked ECW on TNN.
Me too.
I remember.
I used to like when they used to shoot on TNN all the time.
Yeah, I like that too.
Oh yeah, I like. And I remember they used to.
I remember specifically when Paul Heyman's like, next week when TNN gives Vince McMahon $1 million, like he needs it.
Yeah, I remember they used to have like
Paulie.
a scrolling. They used to have a scrolling like text across the screen. Like, we're not sure if this is actually going to make air or not.
Right.
And stuff like that, yeah. I think ECW was awesome.
And honestly, one of the greatest, if you sit down and think about all the greatest storylines and all the greatest everything as far as wrestling, the network is one of the top 10 greatest feud storylines. It's one of the top 10.
Oh, yeah. And
it's perfect, flawless.
Always...
And as weird as it got with having, Jack Victory and Tajiri.
Well, Jack Victory was only in it because Carino. Wasn't Carino in it, right?
Yeah, Carino was
That's
in it,
why Jack Victory.
But, I mean, as weird as those selections were, just because really honestly, it could have been the network with everything that was going on. And as it was like a perfect Blair Witch moment because everybody knew TNN was fucking over ECW, and everybody knew that they were giving them just as stupid notes as Cyrus was coming on and saying do this, do that, whatever. So it was such a pitch perfect moment to have that storyline. I love that storyline, and I'd love to at least not emulate, but encapsulate that same kind of storyline. But honestly, you just can't. It's so fucking pitch perfect. Yeah. It's like, it's like the inception of NWO was really great, and then it just fell apart directly from there. But that night was excellent.
Me and Dave had a pinpoint moment when when the NWO died. Like when the member that killed it, and I can't remember who it was now.
Well, hopefully Coco will bring back Wrestlemania, and he can tell you.
He can tell you. Or me.
Or you.
I could probably just ask him.
You could.
I talk to him every day, so.
Yeah.
Yep. But,
don't know why I laughed.
I don't know either. A little plug, though, because I like to plug people. Not that anybody listens to us.
I can go either way. I can go like a Chicago typewriter, like, I'm going to plug you, and you're going to shoot somebody, or plug like you're going to stick your wiener in the bunghole.
I'll let you decide.
I like that there was a little bit of silence after I said wiener in your bunghole.
Well, I didn't want to ruin the moment.
Didn't want to trot on the wiener in the bunghole thing.
I don't want to be fucking that guy.
Good old butt fucking.
Butt fucking. Stamp lickage. Sorry.
Butt bucking. I just realized you did a Les Thatcher voice.
Anyway, butt fucking. The funny thing is, I'm gonna plug somebody based off of your Les Thatcher voice. SmartMarkVideo.com.
What were you gonna plug before though?
I'll get back to that.
Okay.
SmartMarkVideo.com. Best of the Indies, Sami Callihan.
I don't want to watch the whole thing. I do want to see what he says about Les Thatcher though.
Because actually, you should watch the whole thing. It's a very good interview. Sami is one of the guys that got into the business and did pretty much everything the right way. Mm-hmm. And proof positive that doing things the right way can get you somewhere. Mm-hmm. You know, Sammy's just fucking, he's got like a trophy room in his house now. He's collecting trophies. He won Peterson Cup, and he won the WXW 16 karat gold tournament, and he's in Best of the Best this month, and he'll probably win Best of the Best, and we'll come down to Brawl just to win a tournament because I wanted to have another fucking trophy. Like, Sammy's awesome, and he's so diverse in his character, and, you know, he does unique things, but he trained at HWA. Mm-hmm. I think he trained at HWA.
God
yeah, Cody Hawk. Cody Hawk. So then he trained at HWA, right?
Yeah, it was HWA.
So
goddamn,
he talks
fucking
about
HWA.
He talks about Les Thatcher and how Les Thatcher would just like shit on them, like, you guys will never make it anywhere. And he does like your exact Les Thatcher voice, and I actually had to pause it and like breathe heavily and stop laughing so hard because all I could think of was stamp lickage. So. But yeah, Best of the Indies, Sami Callihan's 3-disc. It's just a shoot interview and then 20 matches of his back when he was fat and he was Cannonball Callahan. And but yeah, he's, you know,
you're a fat piece of shit. We'll call you Cannonball.
Pretty much.
You're around. We'll get you some black tights. We'll have you stitch some cannonballs on. You be like a pirate. The kids will love you. Fucking hate Les Thatcher.
The mailman.
Fucking asshole.
But yeah. So my other plug...
The mailman, Rory Fox.
My other plug was for The Art of Wrestling, the Cole Cabana podcast.
Oh.
Which is every Thursday night. He does it from his studio apartment.
Every time makes joke. Me laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a really good podcast. And, I mean, if you want a podcast about wrestling, you clearly shouldn't be listening to this. You should listen to The Art of Wrestling with Cole Cabana.
What's actually kind of funny is he does the same kind of tirades that we do. And he talks about just other random shit. Not to the extent that we do. He doesn't wish death upon, Nancy Grace.
I like his song of the day, the song of the week. He does a song of the week every week. And it's
I've only listened to like 1.5
wrestling, but like he had when he had ICP on, mm-hmm. his song of the week was the Oddities theme song, mm-hmm. stuff like that. But yeah, that's a really good podcast, The Art of Wrestling. And there's another one. Hold on, let me think.
Another plug or another podcast?
Plug. Yeah, I had another. Well, I could plug all day because that's all I do is. You hear that, ladies? I can plug all day. You too, Danny, Oli, and Adam.
Oh.
Hey, Nick's brother. I can plug all day. Anyway, that's what I do because I've been in the wrestling business for 8 years and I was a promoter and a booker, so I kind of like try to social network as much as possible, and I always want to be on everybody's good side. Because you don't want to be that guy that, there's a podcast where they're wishing death on you and sucking and fucking cocaine, and you don't want that.
No.
So, I don't know, like Beyond Wrestling. I know you have your...
You could have just left it alone.
I know, but
you could have just said like Beyond Wrestling, and I didn't say anything.
But I want you.
I didn't make a face. I wanted you to get through it. Didn't want you to make it award.
I wanted
you just said you could have just said Beyond Wrestling. You did that.
I wanted you to be the dick, not me.
I don't want to. I'm not. Didn't want to say
Beyond Wrestling. All right, Beyond Wrestling is doing their the iPay-per-views, their video on demand iPay-per-views now on GoFightLive.tv. That's fucking big. That's actually pretty big considering.
Yeah, no, it's good for them. And
we both know where Beyond grew from, so like that's
came from where Beyond.
Yeah,
grew
exactly.
From.
So I mean, that's a huge feather in the cap of Drew.
Yeah.
So Drew is actually doing podcasts now with I want to say Pro Wrestling Ponderings, but I could be wrong. But I believe it is Pro Wrestling Ponderings. He just did his first podcast with them. He interviewed Danny Danger, which is somebody from Beyond. People may remember Danny Danger as being squashed by Ezekiel Jackson on ECW in 9 seconds. But so I watched that. It was a good listen. Just support people who support wrestling. That's that's how wrestling thrives, through support. You're really making weird eye contact.
I honestly
right now.
don't know any. I don't want to shit on. I don't want to shit on what you're saying, and I don't have anything to build on it, and I don't have anything funny to say about it, so I don't really know what to say.
I mean, do you not agree that you should support those who support wrestling?
I don't know.
I mean, like
support what you like and support good wrestling. I mean, just because I mean, you can't really say support people who support wrestling, because if that were true, I would be going to HWA shows, and I would be going, and seeking Les Thatcher's approval for shit. I mean, because he supports wrestling, and I sure as fuck don't want to support that guy. Support who you think is support someone who you think adds to wrestling.
Okay.
Don't support who you think would detract from wrestling. Okay. That's not saying, based on the weird awkwardness that happened 2 minutes ago, that's not saying that I personally feel that Beyond or anybody else is detracting from wrestling.
Okay.
But I have my own reasons.
Right, yeah.
That I don't particularly like.
Want to voice?
That I like Beyond.
Right.
It's just not something that I like. For the same reason that I don't watch anime, I don't go to art house movies. I don't whittle wood or carve wood or whatever.
Yeah,
just
but you
not,
stroke wood.
Just not my the time.
Yeah.
But just not
your cup of tea.
Not my bag. Not my cup of tea. Just not a big fan. So yeah, support what you think adds to it.
I agree.
So to be honest, I don't really support anything at this point.
No, yeah.
I haven't paid for wrestling since I was 12.
You're like an anarchist.
I really am. Because, I mean, all the shows we go to down here, we get in for free, pretty much.
Yeah, because people like me.
Because we know people on the roster. And I haven't bought a pay-per-view in I don't know how long.
We went to Wing House for one.
And I felt so bad for paying money in conjunction with wrestling.
But all you did was pay for food.
It was bad food.
Mine was alright. I don't remember what I got.
How does a place called Wing House fuck up wings?
Did you get wings?
I did.
Oh.
They were bad.
I don't remember what I got.
You got some kind of club thing.
Yeah.
Which makes me both fat and stalkerish for remembering.
Yeah. You're creepy. To be fair, I'm your only friend in Florida, though.
Do you remember on May 17th when you ordered a cheeseburger?
It's not even May yet.
I was going to keep going with that, but I was like, you know what, this bit's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. Anyway, I don't know.
Speaking of stupid, we got like 10 more minutes.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know time.
I clearly do not know. Like,
no.
I don't know.
Yeah, support what you think. Support what you think helps the business. Support what you think works. Support what you like. Right. And I mean, hey, if you like Jeff Hardy, if you don't want the guy to die, for God's sake, go out and give the guy some help.
Email us.
Email us if you.
We'll relay the message to Jeff.
If you think Nancy Grace is a fine, upstanding woman, if you are Nancy Grace, go ahead and email us.
Yep.
If Jeff Hardy, if you do actually die, please don't send anybody after me like it was my fault that you're dead. It's clearly your fault.
Right.
Because you're a fucking...
If you're a Jeff Hardy fan, you should email us. And I will personally bring the letter to TNA.
Because we have that kind of pull.
Well, I know people that work
there. Because we're press. We have that kind of pull.
I'll hand the letter to Jay Lethal. I'll hand it to Jesse Neal.
Yeah.
I'll hand it to one of the fucking 1,000 security guards that I know. Somebody will get that letter to Jeff Hardy. And
if you want to email us, if you want to shit all over me because I, wished your idol death, then hey, go for it. That's all right. I'll take it on the chin.
Don't email bad things about me. I don't like to be the bad guy. Keep those to your fucking self.
You didn't say anything bad though, did you?
I don't know.
I mean, if you did, it pales in comparison to me wishing death upon Nancy Grace, Jimmy Fallon, Jeff Hardy, and who do we add?
I don't know, but I said I wish Chris Benoit was still alive so he could kill them.
I want John Belushi to come back to life
so they
through the life force of their failed careers,
so that he could show them how to have a heart attack.
But then I want him to actually come back to life and I don't know,
and suck and fuck cocaine,
through
everything
like a trooper.
Yes.
Somebody else I wanted dead. Was it Celine Dion?
Yep.
Was it?
Yep.
All right, I want Celine Dion dead too.
Yep. And Matt Hardy.
But only as a tribute to Umaga.
This is getting worse and worse. Why are people listening?
No one is.
Adam, turn this off.
Danny, only keep listening.
Yeah, Danny.
Fuck you. You're going to anyway.
Fuck you, Danny. You need to be punished.
Take this. Take it, Danny. He's gonna keep listening because we might say his name again.
Yep. You fucking. You hate junkie. Everybody should go to Facebook.com and like the human hand grenade, Danny Only.
You have to type in that whole thing?
You can probably just type in Danny Only and find it. DANYONLY. Don't capitalize D, though, because Danny Only is a piece of shit and insignificant nothing, so he doesn't capitalize his name. That's true.
But that's hardcore.
That's true, though. It's true, and he always cries, like, people don't like me on Facebook. People don't like you in real life, Danny Only. So why the fuck would I like you on Facebook? Search Brawl USA.
Truth.
Brawl USA.
No, don't search Brawl USA, because we're not a company yet.
I know, but I like to have people like us.
Oh, it makes no sense for people. How many fans do we have?
60?
60? We don't exist yet. We haven't done shit. We have stolen graphics and random stupid shit that I made at midnight one night.
Yeah.
We've done nothing. There's nothing to show for what we actually are.
But
I hope people unlike us. Because we haven't done anything yet. There's no reason for people to like us.
I had a legit shocked look on my face.
When we do something, when we earn people's respect, fuck yes, I hope everyone likes us. I hope we're everybody's cup of tea.
I don't want to earn respect. I want to get respect off my past. Like, James is involved in
Oh, hell yeah. James Legend? Yeah. Who the fuck's this Nick Thorne faggot?
Yeah.
Am I even on that page at all? People have no idea.
Do you even like the Brawl USA?
I am, yeah. Okay. I keep meaning to ask you to make me an admin so I can take people off. No.
Let's get naked.
It is really warm in here. The thought crossed my mind. It is really warm in here. Before we do any kind of ECW watching, because that's exactly what's going to happen after we turn this off, we need to turn the air on, and I got to get like a Slurpee or something, because it's fucking... It is so hot. That was my asshole whispering. This is done. We're done.
Asshole whispering.
Nick, I gotta poop. It's getting a little full down here. Nick, I'm sweating. Why don't you sufficiently wipe me? Why are people listening to this? This has nothing to do with wrestling.
Why are people
This is a clear testament. Everything that we say, you should do the exact opposite. Everything that we like, you should do the exact opposite, because clearly we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
So true. I fucking hate Brawl USA.
This is the gayest thing you could possibly listen to.
I just use reverse psychology.
Huh?
I just use reverse psychology. I said I hate Brawl USA, and everybody should do the opposite.
I really honestly hope people unlike us. Let us earn your respect. I'm the first promoter in history that doesn't want people to like us before we come out.
I don't know. I've always been
Fuck
pretty.
this hype bullshit.
No, fuck hype. I've always been honest in my press releases and stuff. My first ASW show, not ASWs, ASW.
Not A's, S's, W's.
Yeah, was In Your Face. That was the name of the show.
In your face!
And there was maybe 15 people there. And in my press release for the results, I said ASW In Your Face was apparently in my face because only 15 people showed up. True story. And I remember, who was it? Lifeguard Darren Smythe always read the name ASW In Your Face. He always read it as Ass In Your Face. And laughed every single time. I miss Darren Smythe. Rest in peace, Darren Smythe.
He's not dead.
No.
At all.
He's not.
But no, we have kind of...
But you know who should be dead? Jeff Hardy, Nancy Grace. Anyway.
Celine Dion and Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
That list is going to grow.
And all of our listeners.
And all the people who like Brawl for no fucking reason, including me.
Fucking dickbags and you all die.
Bastards who like... You like a logo. You just like a logo.
It's true. It looks like the Ninja Turtles logo.
A great logo, though.
Thank you.
But, no, to kind of touch up on Brawl, it's a company that we've kind of mentioned it before. It's a company that both he and I, he being James, me being Nick, are working on. And honestly, it's the reason that we didn't really do a whole lot with the podcast because we were working on Brawl. Things are going well, though. Things are moving in a direction that people can actually like us on Facebook.
Just stop there. Things are moving in a direction.
Things are moving in a direction. Yeah, that's
actually moving.
Yeah, we have wheels on this sumbitch. It's gonna it's going.
Yeah.
Backwards doesn't matter. Who cares?
It's true.
It's moving to the side, and the wheels didn't even go in that direction.
I don't want to be the douchebag and be like, we're not going to be a typical Florida indie. But I don't think we are going to be a typical Florida indie.
I hope not. I really honestly hope not.
I don't know. We have talent from outside of Florida.
Yeah. Well, that's a start.
That's a start. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So,
if anything, and I mean, it's not to have a big Brawl commercial or whatever. I mentioned before with Ring of Honor, the reason that I'm not a big fan of it is because it doesn't seem fun to me.
Right.
I want Brawl to be fun. I want fun for everybody. I want it to be a good product that everybody would want to watch. I want everyone who's involved with it to be having fun. I want everybody in the crowd to have fun while they're watching it. And I want everyone to know that at the end of the day, no one feels bad about being a part of Brawl. Everyone is proud to be a part of Brawl, and everyone is happy to be a part of Brawl. That's what I would like the fans to realize. Because if that's not true, I don't want to be a part of it.
And I mean,
and that honestly is what kills a lot of the promotions that you've worked in the past. One of the things that you've always said, from an outsider's perspective, what the reason that the promotions that you have worked for in the past have failed was because it ceased to be fun.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I want Brawl to never stop being fun.
Right.
And for the most part, while we've been working on it so far, it's still just fun. And I like that. I like that a lot.
You want it to be a party all the time.
That's in it, yes.
I like that song.
You would.
Me. His girl wants to party all the time. Stop dancing. I don't know.
All right.
Say that a lot.
It's Slurpee time.
Ooh, is that our new podcast?
It's Slurpee time. Oh, yeah, this is kind of like our podcast, isn't it? I'm sorry, kitty. Come here. Meow.
You're weird.
My kitty go bye-bye.
All right, end this thing.
My cat watches Raw with me.
I know, I saw the picture.
He does.
All right, end this thing.
Is there anything else we can talk about?
YouTube
clip of the week?
No. YouTube clip of the week. You could.
I had a YouTube clip of the week. I watched something that had to do with wrestling. Oh, the Australian Bully.
Yeah.
Video. That because I found it from Joey Styles, and I was going to post it on my Facebook with the comment being, early footage of Brodus Clay, as a joke, but it failed to upload for some reason, so I just put best instead. But yes, that video, and it's an amazing video, and from what I've heard, the kid that picked up the bully and slammed his ass on the ground got suspended.
Yes.
The kid who got slammed got nothing.
Yep.
But I also heard a report.
But he punched the kid in the face twice.
Right.
And he
But
got
I
nothing.
also heard a report that the kid that slammed him got 4 days. The kid that punched him in the face at the beginning got like 21 days, and his ankle was broken. So I'm hearing conflicting reports.
There's a million versions of that video online right now.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
And the kid's a fucking hero. And its name's what's his name? Casey Hayen or something.
Casey, yeah, something
Hayen,
like
like
that. Henley or
H-E-Y-N or something like that.
Something
Henley,
like that.
I don't know.
I saw it on Nick Fame's Facebook, and then I also saw it on Sammy Callahan's Facebook.
I posted it on mine too.
I didn't see it on yours. I don't look at your face.
Sad face.
I'm not unlike you.
But no, Joey Styles tweeted it, and all the Riff Tracks guys tweeted it, and Patton Oswalt had a big thing about it. Going back and forth with his fans, talking about how
it's true,
how great he felt when he picked that fucking kid up and fucked him up.
Hero to me.
But
I
yeah,
can't wait to see his web redemption.
Yeah.
Tosh.0.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's going on a break.
Huh?
That show's going on a break.
Just made me sad at the pants.
I watched his stand-up special and was very pleased by it.
Okay.
What's his face?
Stop pointing! It's rude!
Tosh.0.
It's rude!
Daniel Tosh got a tweet specifically directed towards him by Norm Macdonald, because I followed Norm Macdonald, and he said, "Great special. It's nice to see a comedian actually do something, actually be honest." And I was like, that's fucking awesome, because I love Norm Macdonald, and I like his opinions.
You need to stop pointing. It's rude. It's rude! Oh.
What are you, Disney?
Yes.
You know you're not allowed to point at Disney?
Really?
If you work at Disney and you're a cast member, you're not allowed to point.
It's rude.
It's not rude.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What is this podcast? Rude time? Rick
Pointing.
Rude.
Point
Robert
time.
Rude.
Point time.
Rick Rude.
Taking
Robert
point.
Rude.
Point. What is that noise?
I don't know.
Is he making coffee?
I think your cat's making coffee.
My cat's percolating.
He's
It's time for the
percolating
percolator.
coffee. Oh, Nate Dogg died.
I don't know.
who
I
that
thought
is.
that was a wrestler. Is that a wrestler?
No, it's a rapper.
I realized. Yeah, he's part of the Regulators.
Yeah.
Did you think?
No.
Did you think of Nate Dogg because I said percolator and
Yeah.
it rhymes with regulator?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Percolators.
Coffee time.
Oh, I hope that exists.
There is a song called Percolators, though.
I know. I was singing it. It's
It's
time for the percolator.
percolator.
I was
Yeah.
just singing it
What
when
are
the
you-
cat was.
Hey,
What are you
cat?
doing for reals?
Do you have decaf?
Uh-oh, something in his ear.
Uh-oh, something on his face.
My cat has a mutant tooth.
Why are we still fucking recording this?
I don't know.
Why is it still recording?
All right. Bye.
Amazing
the microphone. Woo! 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 There's an owl in here. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at my levels.
Oh.
And my wiener.